How was it with the boys when they were younger, running around on summer vacations here?
It was a blast.
Yeah?
They've been here since they were 5, 6 years old.
It's cool to have grown up here. I was, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old running around down here. He'd bring me down for weeks. I'd take a week off school and come down, running around, messing with the guys.
How's it seeing them kind of come into age, come into their own, and start to actually get in the game?
Well, half the time it seems like they're still 5 or 6. Other than that, they've taken a good understanding and desire to learn what's going on and actually run the business.
I've seen this place go from its early beginnings all the way to what I feel, and I think we all feel, is a pretty reputable repair facility in the area, not just Newport, but most of Southern California.
So how does it feel, semi starting to pass the baton?
I don't like it. How's that? Yeah. Guys are pushy. It's a great feeling. I always wanted to have the boys come into the yard and continue the tradition. There's a lot of life left in both these facilities, and the boys are young, so it couldn't be any better in that respect.
Going from, running around terrorizing everybody to stepping in and starting to work with them, and starting at the bottom, painting bottoms and scraping drives, and progressing in such a way that eventually we'll be able to take it over. It's quite a journey.
So what are some of the attributes or some of the things that you respect the most about your dad?
Oh man, well, aside from him being a raging pain in the ass sometimes, I've never known anybody to put himself last like he does. He may have his moments, but he is the biggest hearted guy I think anybody that really knows him can say that they know. And he will put himself through limitless misery if it means that he's taking care of the people he cares about. And I think that's what helps both Ben and myself kind of get through the day sometimes when we're all butting heads and we know that, this guy's doing all this for us, for our kids, for our futures, and he always has been. And so, don't know if we could have done it, or what we would have been like had we done it from the beginning.
What do you respect most about your dad?
I would say his work ethic more than anything else. I mean, he's been doing this a long time. He built it from nothing, to everything that it is now. My brother and myself have been involved the last, 8 to 12 years, somewhere in there, on and off. But for a long time, he's been doing it 40-something years. So for a long time, he was doing it all by himself, built it to what it is now, and has been able to balance that with, raising 4 kids. So.
I think anytime you bring someone in to help you control and run a yard, you got to know before you bring them in that they're capable of it, and they've turned out to be capable of doing the operations control as well as customer service, and know the repair and estimating side of this facility quite well.
I mean, I've done all the stuff that nobody wants to do, but absolutely, yeah. We both, Joey and myself, both started as low as you could start and worked our way up.
Your dad wouldn't have had it any other way, I don't think.
No, definitely not. He's always said, worst case scenario, if the whole crew leaves, we've got to be able to do the work ourselves.
So what are some of the attributes that you feel like Ben brings to the yard?
I think as a team, him and I, we kind of support each other because his skill sets are opposite mine and vice versa. And he is stellar when it comes to organization and planning and the skills needed to make an operation of this size really function. Or I and my dad wouldn't be able to put it all together as well as we do with him kind of lining it all out and keeping it on the straight and narrow.
So we work real well together. He comes up with these creative ideas on what we want to do, and I sort of figure out a way how we're going to be able to make sure that it actually works and track it. Where he's real strong and I'm real strong, we sort of meet, and it kind of makes a full envelopment of what we have to do. between him and I, his strengths and my strengths, and oversight from my dad, you know, we're about as well-rounded as you could possibly be.